I testify against police officers in federal civil rights cases, so I'm pretty well informed on what your rights are and what the police should be doing in terms of their conduct. So if you can describe for me what happened, I'll give you some advice, make a few recommendations, and we will assist you with filing your complaint.
Thank you.
All right. You can start by telling me your name, the name of the police department, and then describe what happened.
Yes, sir. My name is Michael Berryman. B as in boy, E-R-R-Y-M-A-N. This police department is Clear Lake Police Department in Clear Lake, California. The officer's name is Regan, R-E-G-H-A-N, last name Stoller, S-T-U-L-L-E-R. At the time, he was lieutenant of the Clear Lake Police Department. Now he's no longer on the force. On 5/28/2009, there's a CAD incident report. The number is 0905280025. My wife and I have a restraining order against a Cheryl Hutchinson not to harass, to drive politely on the road, and not to keep us under surveillance. At looking for the time, at 7:14 in the morning, Cheryl Hutchinson was violating the restraining order and summoned the police to my front gate where my car was parked on my own property. When I walked out to my car, I am disabled, so I needed it to be parked there at the ready for me. And when I walked back to my car, the officer was there, and I said, "How may I assist you?" And he said, "He reamed my rear. He absolutely chewed my ass." And I said, "What's the problem?" And he said, "You were blocking her progress." And I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Cheryl Hutchinson walks along your fence, and your car was in her way. You were blocking her progress." And then he said, quote, "I saw the tape. I saw the video." And I said, "Well, then she's in violation of the restraining order, officer, and you need to tell her so." And he told me no. Now, I just got this report about a week ago because I went to the Clear Lake Police Department. We're going to court in about a week with our lawyer because to show cause why Cheryl Hutchinson should not be held in contempt of court. There's over 17 incidences. The police could not find the report. Finally, under my persistence, they went to another room, and in that vertical file cabinet, they found the incident report with the officer's name, and I was at that time informed that he's no longer on the force, and at the time of his denying my civil rights, he was their lieutenant. So I believe they were protecting him and just sort of ignoring it. It was a violation of the restraining order. So
let me ask you a few questions. You said he chewed you out very badly. What exactly did he say? Did he use profanity? Was he yelling? Give me a description of exactly what he said.
Very loud voice, very condescending, very much talking down to someone. My dogs were on the other side of my gate because they heard the tone of his voice, and he yelled at me to get your dogs away from the gate. Tell them that, and I said, "What can I do?" I said, "You're talking in a loud, angry voice, officer," and they're concerned. They're just doing their job.
Okay, second question I have, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but second question I have is, you said that he mentioned that he saw the video. What is he referring to, and do you have a copy of what he's speaking about?
I do not have a copy. What is happening and what is ordered by the courts that Cheryl Hutchinson cannot do is walk and keep us under surveillance. She has a phone that has a video camera in it, and when she walks, she records every time she walks. And she videotaped my car parked on my own property in front of my own gate, and I was parked parallel to my own gate. So for her to walk around my car was maybe 5 feet, and she officer, and then he came out and chewed my ass and ignored the fact that there was a restraining order stating that she is not allowed to keep us under surveillance, and she is not allowed to walk where she was walking at the time she recorded the video.
So let me stop you there. So your restraining order includes a notice for her to stay away from so many feet from your property?
Yes, sir.
And it was clear that when she recorded your car that she would have to be in that proximity to make that recording?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. And did you inform the officer that there was a restraining order in effect and offer to provide him with copies or tell him where he could see it?
Absolutely.
And he did nothing?
He ignored it and continued to harass me.
Okay.
By telling me that my dogs were barking and that I was impeding her progress. That was his quote. And I was absolutely perplexed and could not understand why he was behaving in such manner.
Okay, well, his failure to enforce the restraining order and his demeanor may be grounds for an unprofessional conduct complaint, and maybe something beyond that depending on what he wrote in his police reports. I can tell you that. And we will be happy to assist you with making a complaint to the police department. Have you reported what happened? Let me back up. You said something about the video. You're in the process of getting the video now. Is that what you told me?
No, sir. It was her own personal cell phone with the video capability. We have no access to it. We have no order to access to it. We don't even know if she erased it.
Okay. Did he offer to let you see what he was accusing you of on the video?
No, I asked him to show me, and he ignored me. All he said was, "I saw the tape."
Okay.
And I said, "What did you see on the tape?" And he said, "Your car parked here, and you, sir, impeding her progress." Those are his quotes. And when he left my house, I was very upset. I told my wife what had happened, and I went to the police department. Patty went to the police department, and she can tell you what she said.
Okay, I'll take her statement. Have her go ahead and comment.
Okay, when I went down to the police department, because there's a whole road out there, and that she could be walking on. That she's walking on our private piece of property. When I went down to the police station to talk to him about this and explain to him we have a restraining order and she'd like to keep us under surveillance, he yelled and screamed at me, telling me I was not there. I had no issue in this whatsoever, and then I needed to just go home and shut up.
And did he use those words? Hold on. Did he use those words? Shut up.
Yes.
Okay. Did he say anything else that was offensive to you?
Well, his whole demeanor and how he spoke down to me. You weren't there. You don't know. And I said, we have a restraining order. I don't care anything about that. I don't care anything about that. He had no intention of listening to anything we had to say.
Okay.
He didn't care anything about a restraining order or the judge's orders or anything. It's like there was no law at all.
Do you guys know why the officer no longer works for Clear Lake Police Department?
No, we don't. We do not know that. But I would like to know, because the other officer that did help us with the restraining order, Carl Miller, when he found out who it was, he didn't tell us it was the lieutenant. And we said, we want a complaint against him. And he said, oh, no, we don't want to do that. We'll just start your restraining order complaints from today. And we'll just ignore everything that happened over the last 2 years.
Well, it would be inappropriate for that officer to instruct you not to file a complaint if that's what you elected to do. And I think you had grounds to make a complaint. So I have a problem with that as well. That would be a separate allegation or charge against the department and the officer. And since that officer is probably still employed, it might be a venue that you can use to get this whole thing investigated. So I'll have...
I would love it to be investigated. These police officers here in Clear Lake, I've never seen such a rotten bunch of cops in all my life, and I've never been treated like this in my life. We are not criminals. We're upstanding citizens. We pay our taxes. We volunteer for stuff. We're not the crackheads that normally live here.